Imbibe super important vitamins for your kidneys at age 60 and older. As you get older, your kidneys get worse. And it's not because you're getting older, it's because you've been eating the wrong foods for a long time. And so what happens is your body starts to become more acidic. You develop kidney stones, you develop chronic kidney disease, and if you don't turn this around, what eventually ends up happening is you end up with dialysis or a kidney transplant. So if you can start making changes early enough, you can slow down the progression of kidney disease. So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 very important vitamins that you need to take to keep your kidneys healthy and strong. Now, it's very easy to get these vitamins from nature, okay? There's no need for you to go out and buy expensive vitamins unless you want to. If you want to do that, that's fine, but you can get these vitamins naturally from the foods that I'm going to be showing you in this video here. Now let's start off by explaining why the kidneys get worse as you age. So when you eat the wrong foods, okay, your body becomes more acidic, and the urine that comes out of your kidneys is going to become more acidic as well. That's not good for your kidneys. The pH of your urine should be slightly above 7. Anything below 7 is considered acidic, and the lower the number, the more acidic it is. What will happen over time is your kidneys will start getting little tiny stones called oxalates, okay? They're small, they're microscopic, and you can't really see them. They're very tiny crystals, but they irritate the kidneys. It's kind of like having a little tiny splinter in your kidney, and you don't know how many you have. You could have hundreds, thousands, millions, probably trillions actually, of these little tiny stones inside your kidneys. And so now your kidneys get inflamed. That's not good. Now here's what happens when you continue eating the wrong foods. Your kidneys get worse and worse and worse, and you develop chronic kidney disease. Then you have high levels of creatinine in your blood. You have high levels of urea in your blood. And then your kidneys get bigger because they're trying to filter out all this extra waste and toxins in your blood. So what happens next is you have a buildup of fluid in your lower extremities. So you get edema in your ankles, your feet, sometimes your hands. So now you have high blood pressure, you have fluid retention, you might have some protein in the urine, you might have blood in the urine. So now your kidneys are getting worse and worse and worse, and you could even end up going into kidney failure. Now the only 2 options at that point are dialysis or a kidney transplant. Dialysis is just basically filtering out the blood because your kidneys can't filter out the blood anymore. So now you're hooked up to a machine that's going to do the job for your kidneys. And in some cases, you might need dialysis for years. You might need dialysis for the rest of your life. Now some people say, oh, I don't want dialysis, I'd rather just die. Well, there's another option. You can get a kidney transplant. So you can get a deceased donor kidney, or you can get a living donor kidney from somebody who's willing to donate their kidney to you. But either way, you don't want to end up in that situation because it's not fun, okay? So the question is, what can you do to prevent this? Start by changing your diet. Get on the ketogenic diet, okay? Cut out the carbs, stop eating sugar, stop drinking soda pop, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, whatever you're drinking, stop drinking those things. And you also want to stop eating grains, wheat, rice, oats, corn, because all these grains are made from wheat, corn, soy, canola, cottonseed oil, things like that. All right? The second thing you want to do is you want to eat lots of organic grass-fed beef, okay? Grass-fed, organic, that's the best quality beef that you can get. Also grass-fed, organic pork and lamb, okay? That's very important. Chicken, make sure it's organic. Avoid the commercial feedlots where they feed these birds antibiotics and all kinds of unhealthy stuff to make them grow faster. Okay, so you want to have organic chicken. You want to have wild salmon. Okay, these fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. You want to have sardines, anchovies, trout, any kind of fish that's wild-caught, not farm-raised. Farm-raised is usually going to be lower quality. All right, number 2, The vitamin that you need to take is vitamin C. Vitamin C is the most important antioxidant for the kidneys. Vitamin C will help buffer the urine, make it less acidic, and prevent those kidney stones from forming in the first place. As you age, you need more vitamin C. A deficiency in vitamin C will increase your risk of having kidney stones and developing chronic kidney disease. Now, if you're young and healthy, your kidneys can handle a more acidic urine. As you age, your kidneys lose their ability to handle an acidic urine. So if you get a urine analysis, they're going to find a lot of different things in your urine if you have a problem with acidity. For example, you'll have albumin in the urine. That's protein. You'll have red blood cells, white blood cells. You'll have microscopic hematuria, which is blood in the urine. You'll have many different types of bacteria. And of course, the urine's going to be acidic. It's going to have a low pH. So what you need to do is start taking between 3 and 9 grams of vitamin C on a daily basis. You want to space it out throughout the day. So take 3 grams 3 times a day. Now, you can also get vitamin C from sauerkraut. You can get a lot of vitamin C from berries. You can get some vitamin C from bell peppers. Just make sure it's the acerola cherry. That's the best flavor of vitamin C. I think strawberries also have a lot of vitamin C, but you want to get your vitamin C from natural sources as well. But in order to really fix this problem, you're going to need to take a lot of vitamin C. All right, number 3, you need potassium. Potassium counters the acid in your blood. It makes your blood less acidic, and so that helps the kidneys a lot. If you're deficient in potassium, you're going to have more acid in your body, more acid in your urine, and that will lead to kidney stones, chronic kidney disease, and eventually kidney failure. So load up on potassium. And here's the best source of potassium: avocados, bananas, coconut, okay? And beet tops, spinach, arugula, broccoli, all these leafy greens are loaded with potassium. And of course, you can take potassium citrate. You want to take 900 milligrams on a daily basis. I would suggest taking 300 milligrams 3 times a day. All right? Number 4 is magnesium. Magnesium is another mineral that counters acid, so it's going to make your blood less acidic. It's going to make your urine less acidic, so it's going to prevent kidney stones. And also, magnesium is intimately involved with over 300 chemical reactions in your body. One of those reactions involves making your ATP, which is the energy currency of your body. If you're low in magnesium, you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel fatigued. It's very common to be deficient in magnesium because so many people are drinking hard water, okay, or tap water that has fluorides, chlorides, and all these things that block your absorption of magnesium. So loading up on magnesium is very important. Now you can do that by drinking 8 ounces of organic lemon juice in a glass of water every morning. Okay? That'll give you a good amount of magnesium. But I also recommend taking magnesium glycinate, 200 milligram 3 times a day. All right. And number 5 is hydrochloric acid. Now wait a minute, you might say, wait, I thought you said to make your urine less acidic. How can I take hydrochloric acid? This is very important. You need to have hydrochloric acid in your stomach to digest your food, to break down the proteins. So what happens is when you consume these grains, okay, and other foods that are high in phytate, it starts to plug up your stomach. It starts to create inflammation in your stomach, and you develop this condition called gastritis, okay? When you have gastritis, you have a lack of hydrochloric acid in your stomach. Then you start getting heartburn, you start getting indigestion, acid reflux. So what's supposed to come out of the stomach goes back up into the esophagus, and you start developing inflammation in the esophagus, and you start developing even pre-cancerous cells in the esophagus. So if you haven't seen my video on how to make your stomach stronger, okay, check the link below. It's very, very important to learn how to strengthen your stomach by consuming foods that are not damaging the lining of your stomach. So hydrochloric acid is something that you need to take. I recommend taking 32 ounces of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water each day. Okay? You can drink that in the morning. That will help strengthen your stomach. It will help produce more hydrochloric acid in your stomach, and it will help prevent things from coming back up into your esophagus. Now, if you have a severe problem with this, if you have a severe problem with heartburn, acid reflux, indigestion, I would recommend taking betaine hydrochloride. This is a supplement that you can take to strengthen the stomach, but you want to take it before you eat. Take 3 of them before you eat, and they'll help you digest your food. Now, since we're talking about the kidneys, if you haven't seen this video on the kidneys, it's very interesting. I put it up right here. Check it out.